予選5位プロスト、スタートで6位のアレジに先行されてしまいます。しかしそのアレジ、2周目1コーナーをミス。すっかり落ち着きを失ったアレジをプロストがすぐさま抜き返していきます。
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Peter, and in this video I would like to show you this semi-replica of an early 1990s Ferrari F1 steering wheel. And yes, I am fully aware that this doesn't look exactly like the original, but it is fairly close, and either way I don't really care about it because this is hands down the best wheel I have ever used. The rim itself is the Momo Mod 26, and as far as I know, this is exactly the same design as the one used in the 1990s Formula F1 by Ferrari, at least. And here's a few pictures that I've managed to find online. I have tried a bunch of different steering wheels, but the way this one feels in hand this is just the next level. I mean, it's profiled in a way that just fits perfectly in hand, and the grip is like super strong, and I just absolutely love this wheel. There's just one major downside: the price. I paid 240 British pounds for it, and that's just for the wheel itself, without the hub, the buttons, paddles, nothing. That is that is loads of money if you compare it to a typical Trustmaster add-on wheel. And I did have my doubts when buying it, but right now, after like dozens of laps I did with it, I just don't regret a single penny, really. One thing to note though, it is very small. And I mean very small. It's like only 260 millimeters in diameter. And yeah, it's really tiny. So it's definitely not for everyone. And if you're not comfortable driving anything under around 300 millimeters wide, then just look elsewhere, because this one was definitely not for you. So now let's look at the build of the wheel. The hub is a slightly modified version of my Universal Hub V2. The thing I changed is that I moved the paddles a bit up, so they're not perfectly centered, as you can see. And this was just to match the design of the wheel. So also these side arms here are a bit up, therefore the change in the design. I have also made a short version of the paddles that roughly resemble the original F1 wheel, but it still uses the doubled free magnet setup for each paddle and still provides an amazing feedback. And of course, there's the quick release adapter for Thrustmaster, because how can you have a wheel for Thrustmaster without the true quick release, right? I also added a couple of buttons on the top of the wheel. Again, looking moreover similar to the original ones. And I got these from rs.com. I have to say that they are pretty alright. The tactile feedback is quite okay. And they're not very loud as well, which is good. So quite like them. Then there's the display. So I used here the Nextion 3.3 inch, mounted it to my Thrustmaster base using the design I made for the Display 1 and designed the template for it. And yes, this is definitely not a perfect template. But first of all, this is the very first Nextion template I have ever made. And secondly, making a fairly complex template for Nextion is an extremely painful process. So if you ever did it, you know what I mean. And if you didn't, then try it out. You'll see it's not as straightforward as it seems. But still, I have to say I'm quite proud of it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now the question probably most of you are thinking about from the beginning of this video. How did I drill the holes? So I have my 4 bolts here, but how do you do that? I mean, most of the wheels we're used to for sim racing are pre-drilled. This doesn't seem to be, like a straightforward job, right? And yeah, that was my biggest concern. So how am I supposed to drill these holes in a crazy expensive steering wheel without the proper tools? Because I just don't have any. Well, I tried searching it online, but apart from like comments, just use the services of a machinist or something, there was no easy solution. And so, what I tend to do in this kind of situations, I made my own. And this is a drilling template that can be used with any hand drill. What you do is simply put it on the wheel, more over like this, I mean obviously without the buttons and everything, and just simply drill through the holes. As easy as that. So the holes have to be 5mm, but to get the best results, you can start with the 3mm drills first, and then change it to 5mm one. This just provides a better quality as far as I'm aware. And I have to admit, I was pretty anxious when doing it for the first time, but it turned out perfect. And I did some measurements, and it's no more off center than like 0.2mm or something, which I think is pretty impressive for a hand drill. So this template that I have here is for 70mm PCD, but I also made another one for 50.8mm. In this wheel, I have used the 70mm one, but I think if I were to do it again, I would probably make it 50.8, just to improve the looks. I mean, I don't think like this looks bad, but probably if they were closer together, I don't know, I think it might look a bit better. And I will have the opportunity to try it out because I got another Momo wheel. It's going to be a completely different project, so make sure you subscribe to see it. But yeah, it's going to be pretty epic. And that's it. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think about the design. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great rest of the day. Bye!